Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Age of Engineering. In the last episode, we were waiting on steel, and we managed to get to the next age. We made the calculator. We used what little steel we had to make the calculator, and I need to sleep. That way we could actually progress to the next age, and we also went to the Nether Fortress, which allowed us to get some Nori crystals and make the Waterwheel, plus the kinetic dynamo, and yeah, lots of good stuff. So today, it's time to finally, I want to make sure dense steel plates. So we take the compressor, we put the steel in there, and it will take a second, but it will make us some steel plates. Also crushed ore. Let's get one more piece of iron. We'll get this macerated, and no. Wait. Actually, yeah, no, that's exactly what I wanted to do, because we need to make these plates. Okay, I got scared. We need steel plates. Block cutting machine will work just fine. And while we wait, let's make some more iron, because I cleared out a little area. We're gonna put our water wheel in this area, but I discovered water. Not such a big deal, but there's a lava pool down here too. So yeah, I want to keep that area kind of still there. And honestly, right now, let's see, we can put the blast furnace here when we're ready for it. So let's just do it right here. And we're going to clear a little bit of an area out for the water wheel. And we're going to get a couple other things done today. So hopefully, at the very least, we can get the water wheel up and running. I don't know if we're going to have the ability to make all of the water wheels immediately, because, well, we kind of need some other things, but we need a little bit more steel. Also, this amount of steel will give us the exact amount of slag to stop using this blast furnace and go to a immersive engineering blast furnace, which is a little bit better, in my opinion. But there is our first dense steel. So I'll let that kind of do its thing. How are we doing on power? Not very good. So let's get some more coal. Don't really have much more coal. I really need to go mining. I'm going to go mining between this episode and next. Basically, I just don't have enough. I want to get the hammer before I go mining too much more. So, yeah, that should be good enough. I do want to go ahead and make... I'm going to make another thing. What are they called? The fluid tanks. I'm making another fluid tank between episodes to get some more lava, just because why not. Also, I killed an Enderman, so I have that. It's kind of cool, I guess. Don't really have much to say about that. Just kind of, there was night, I killed some things, and turned out an Enderman spawned after I slept, and I kind of looked at him, and he came over and I killed him. It was good. So the water wheel. So this is where we're gonna put the first water wheel. Now I want to say we need to have 1, 2, 3. No, I want to say 1, 2. Kinetic dynamo. And we need to rotate this. Can I do that with? Yes, I can. So I think that will work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take some glass. Let's get this a little bit nicer. So I want to make it look somewhat nice. I don't know how permanent this is going to be. Probably until we're not going to use the water wheels anymore. It's about how long I'm going to have it. So might as well make it somewhat nice. And kind of go from there with all this. So it's been a while since I've set up a water wheel. I don't think I'm going to be setting it up the most efficient. Apologies. It's going to be efficient enough. That's what matters. So before we do that, let's go ahead and make our tool forge. Yes. Oh, this is one of the most important things in my opinion, because now we can make cleavers. We can now make crossbows, I believe. I don't know if crossbows needed the tool forge or not, but we can make the most important thing, the hammer. So I have all the tool stuff in here. Let's go ahead and make a hammer. So stonebound speed, mines faster as it wears out but does less damage. Don't really care. Mines faster, dense, crumbling. Yeah, this is gonna be, actually, that mining speed isn't the fastest. What's another plate that we can get? Large plate. Let's actually look at the book. I hate it when I do that, by the way. So yeah, what kind of extra? Because it really seems like cobalt should be a much faster mining speed, and I wonder if this guy is bringing it down because it's doing stonebound instead of the this thing. What about the night slime? Crumbling. So evidently on this, the head is considered the other stuff. So would it be would not be beneficial to do the handle out of night slime? How about ardite? I think that would be worth it because cobalt has a decent durability as it is. Now I have to decide how I want this to be. So I guess this is all considered the head in this case, whereas yeah, because I'm getting crumbling for the head instead of what I wanted, which is the Petra armor and the unnatural. So we went through all that stuff to potentially mess up our overall thing. The night slime and the unnatural, or the crumbling, breaks soft blocks that don't need a tool faster. That's not bad. Mining speed's not very good though. So that's where we're losing mining speed. It's ardite, and actually I think the ardite we need to melt down. And we're going to use that for the tough rod, I think. And then we also have the bronze tool rod we can melt down as well. So I need something else for the head. I didn't realize that we were going to need something different. Well established would be good. I want something with a halfway decent mining speed. I mean, electrum would be nice. Shocking doesn't really matter to me though. Steel isn't bad. Demonic's not very good. Constantan, not very good either. Wasn't expecting this, so pig iron is not bad. But I'm not really seeing anything. Prismarine would be good. Obsidian's not bad, but I think honestly, Electrum would not be bad. So do we have? We only need 4, I believe. And let's go ahead and grind up some silver. Uh-oh. We are out of power. It's also getting night. So I want to make sure that this is going to work the way I think it's going to work. Worst case scenario, we just resmelt the stuff. It's not that big of a deal. So let's get the fuel in there. Get the macerator going. And we'll sleep. So hopefully this will work how I want it to work. And assuming that it does, then things will be good. We also have 2 steel. We get 1 more, which we should here soon. That'll give us basically everything we need for the stuff. Alright, so I want to see if this does in fact give us the other thing. So we go to the hammer. I can't see it until we get the other large plate, which making that out of Electrum probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Electrum's a pretty quick mining speed. And there's 8 Electrum. Cool. So this should work how I want it to. We'll get this nice hammer. Now one other thing that we're going to have to do before we really do too much more is we're going to need to get an emerald block. And that's not that difficult. How much better is this? Let's see. There we go. Mining speed still kind of low. Durability's pretty good. You know what? Let's go for it. I can always switch these parts out later, but we have a hammer now. And that's what I wanted. So we'll get Silk Touch on that and go from there. So I will have a bunch of stuff to get out of there. I will do that off camera. It won't be a problem. So let's see what to do now. Let's set up real quick our thingy and the water wheel, that is, and we'll go from there. So I want to see, there's 2 water wheels, and we're gonna want, I have another bucket on me, so I might as well use them both. It'll make my life a little bit easier. Right here we'll just make a quick and dirty infinite spring. And before we do too much else, I want to get my chisel and I want to make some pretty blocks. So road now. I know the Celtic looks really cool. We've been using the jelly bean for our actual like base, so let's do the Celtic. So our chisel broke, which is a bummer. I hate how little durability that has, but so we went 1, 2, 3. So something like this, and 1, 2, 3 for now. 1, 2, 3. And 1. Alright, I'm going to take the slime boots off for a moment. Just because that's a little annoying. So 1, 2. something like this. You know what? Okay, change of plan. First of all, we're gonna get another chisel. I believe it's just like so. Take these and do the Celtic. And I also want to chisel this glass. I like bubble glass, to be honest. So I believe we can... Yeah, just one click will make that bubble glass. Alright, don't have to break it. And we could do something like this. So let's, first of all, let's get this taken care of. I want to... I'll probably need more glass, but if I can at least get a little bit of stuff going, we can get some more glass pretty easily. And let's see, we're going to want water here. And water there. We can go ahead and grab some more. And what we can do is we can go ahead and place 2 of these guys. So this is pretty much all we need to do, and this should start giving us power. So the power cube is going to start charging up, and that's all I really care about. Honestly, for the time being, until I can get a little bit more... I think we want it 6 tall. I do want to hit F7. And put our slime boots back on. So I will kind of finish making that off camera, because right now it doesn't really matter. It is making power. That's all that really matters. And let's just light things up around this immediate vicinity. And I do want to see something real quick. So coal ore, alloy smelter, sag mill. Eventually, once we get the sag mill, that's going to be where we're going to actually start doing some fun stuff. So we can also grinder, crusher. Is that squeezer? Okay. Quartz grindstone. Yeah, most of this isn't really that good of a way to get the crusher from actually additions. That's a double crusher. I just want the single crusher. Redstonia, basic. So looks like just a lot of redstone, and we can make that. So that might be something we want to do. But now we have RF power generation. It's not the best. It's pretty basic. How is this doing power-wise? It's not. Alright, so we need more coal. Like I said, I'm going to go mine between episodes, so there's that. Let's actually put all but one in there, because I want a little bit more torch. Alright, cool. So once I go mining, I'm going to use the chisel to get different things. We've got the bubble glass. I'll get more glass. I'll just get more stuff in general. So let's put this stuff back. Put this back. Let's put one of the buckets away. Not that one. And yeah, so we can start charging up our thing now. Our calculator. So Oh, hey, that's filled up. Cool. We have infinite cobblestone. That is a really good investment, by the way. So it's almost night, so we're going to stick around here for a little bit longer. But now we can come over here, and we can... This is already full. We can go ahead and throw the calculator in there, and it will charge up. And now we can start crafting with the calculator. Cool. So that's going to make my life a lot easier. Let's get rid of the tool forge. And yeah, so the calculator is fully charged. Now, if we take a look at the guide, it tells us that the next thing really is to either get the coal generator from Actual Additions. I don't think we're going to do that quite yet. But we can start getting the atomic reconstructor from Actual Additions. We can also go ahead and start making wires. And then from that we can get Redsonian and Nori. And now we can generate and store power and a lot of things from progressive automation. And then the next step... the next step is getting the Empowerer. So this is the next step. And it's going to be a little bit of a doozy. I didn't mean to hit the chest. I meant to hit the door. It's going to be a little bit of a doozy. But it'll be a while before we get there. We're going to get a little bit more stuff before then. But the display stand... Ethic? I don't even know. Chiseled quartz. Alright, so we need the atomic reconstructor. That is the main thing. Gold cable, easy enough. Redstone crystals, a bunch of Inori crystals. A scientific calculator. So in order to progress to that, we need to get a scientific calculator. Okay. So that's going to be fun. But the next thing is actually the atomic reconstructor. So this is the next thing, and it's actually not that bad. The hardest part is going to be this guy, the advanced machine casing, which requires some steel plates, advanced alloy, which is iron, bronze, and tin, and some carbon plates, which is a bunch of coal. But that's not that bad, to be perfectly honest. It's just a little bad. We still have that there, don't we? Yep. So we're getting there with all of the stuff. I cannot wait to have the other blast furnace, just because the current one has a little bit of a downside of it really has to use a lot of IC2 power. So let's go and get the one last thing that I want to do this episode, which is we need to get a silky jewel. So this guy requires a block of emerald and some silky cloth, which is just string around gold. We can do the string around gold. I don't think we already have 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're gonna want a bunch of potatoes, a bunch of sugar canes. Why not? String. Before we go over there, let's go ahead and make that, and then we'll keep the string on us. And let's see, what else are we gonna potentially want? Rotten flesh. I have a little bit of rotten flesh. Bones. I don't know what these guys are gonna want. Keep plenty of string. Carrots. Sure, why not? And let's actually grab our mattock and harvest our wheat. So we're going to go find a village. And hopefully the village has villagers that want a bunch of stuff. And hopefully they want stuff that I have, because that'd be even better. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Alright, so we have some options. Ooh, zoomed in. I zoomed in because I was trying to find the lava. So there is that guy, that direction. But I know that there is a thing over here. And the village is right here. I still haven't broken that. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest, but let's see. This has a lot of these alchemist guys. A splash potion of swiftness would give us some stuff, but this doesn't seem like a good village. Now, I know from past adventures there's another village not too far from here. Leather. Leather would give me some stuff. There is another village. I believe it's this way. Unfortunately, the journey map kind of messed up on me, and I'm not entirely sure where everything I want is, so I just want another village. And hopefully we can find one. Find one that has things that we can trade. And then get lost in the ocean. Find one that we can trade. Did I mark them? No. I don't typically mark villages just because they're common enough that I don't typically worry about it. Here's a village. This is the village I was just at. Alright, so let's... Why am I in like cave mode or... That seemed to fix things a little bit. So yeah, there's another village over here. I swore... I think I was in topography mode? I don't know. There's another village way down here. And then this is where I found the purple slime island. I talked about that and I couldn't show it off. And then I think we started right around this area, and this is where our hidey hole was. So there's a village over there. And there's another one right there. So let's go to that one. Where was that? To the south east. So right? Oh well. We'll go south more. So there's our home. I'm just trying to avoid the water. We can't really go fast in the water. Yeah, there's a village right there. So let's pop over and... Oh, no. You get so much speed off of those. I love this item. I love the slime sling. It's such a great item, but it is a little hard to control. And I kind of tend to destroy all... Oh, no. Destroy all of their stuff. So, coal... Nickel. Alright. I remember this village. You want copper wire. Okay. Let's see. You want food. You want way too much. Way too much. There was one guy, I believe, somewhere that wanted, like... You're not bad. I don't have much zombie flesh, though. You know, have I actually explored in here? Yes. These guys are usually pretty good. So, 26 paper will give us 1. Is there another guy somewhere? I believe those are clerics. Are you a butcher? You are. It's not the cleric, it's the librarian. That's what it is. Yeah, because these clerics are not that good of a trade. Not anything I really want to give up. You're a blacksmith, I think. There's a... Yeah, 26 paper. That's a lot. How much do I have? 12 reeds. That would give us 30... I mean, give us 36. That's not very good. So, let's go ahead and sleep. And alternatively, we could just go mining. That could be a thing. Or we have another village further east. And we kind of deflected off of there. And maybe this one will have a little bit better of a trade. I'd love to find a farmer. That would be like the ideal. Because they would give us... I don't know how I stopped without dying. Because they would give us better trades, I think, for what we have. What's green as arborist? Yeah, cleric. Yeah, we just don't have enough. We just need 9 emeralds. Here's a librarian. 24 paper. See? It's better. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of paper. We can at least get 1. Hey. There we go. We got 1. You can give us any other trades. 10 books. Okay. Now if I can find a librarian's house, I can do that. There's also a guy in there. Um, 9 leather. I wish there was somebody that was a fisherman, I think would be good. I'm not sure on that. But 10 books. If we can get some books, that would be kind of awesome. There's also bees. Ooh, 2 forests, pristine. Not really seeing anything else. So, journey map says we haven't really been that direction. let's go north. Because, unfortunately, that village was not good enough. We have 1 emerald. And this might be a little bit of an off-camera adventure for me. I need to get a bunch of emeralds somehow. And the only other way is to actually, you know, just kind of do the thing of... We could kill a bunch of pigs. That might not be a... Wow, I think I'm getting a little bit of lag. Huh. Terrain generation, probably. So we can kill a bunch of pigs. There's a bunch of pigs in this area. And... I mean, we get a bunch of pork chops for the next place, but I don't know if that's really worth it either. We can also turn that off. I don't know why I still had that on. Why didn't you guys tell me? So... Yeah, I need 8 more emeralds. This might take a while. It might take some farming of materials and whatnot. But maybe, just maybe, we can find some stuff. So, don't really want to go through the swamp. Too much water. And that is a big lava pool. So let's head over to this plains and we'll just see what we can get into. And freeze. A little bit of lag. To be fair, that's kind of expected. The slime sling is a little bit trickier to use than I originally thought. Alright, so... Plenty of pigs to kill. And... Cool. I think you still have food for me. Yeah, so... Let's go this way a little bit. And get stuck in some blocks. That's how I kept getting stopped before. I don't want to go through there, but yeah, unfortunately, I think my best bet is gonna be to head back to the first set of villages. The first couple of set of villages, and pretty much just hope for the best with the trades. Now I could go ahead and go mining. That's not a terrible idea, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want some of the stuff from mining. So like, I want to have the silk touch as soon as possible. It'll make my life a little bit easier. So if we hit journey map, where are we? We are... Where are we? Oh, right there. So let's go up here. I just want to see if there's anything in this frozen area. So this is in Extreme Hills. I could go mining here for emeralds. It's not a bad idea, but it's not one that I necessarily want to do. And just kind of looking for anything we can find. So I think this is going to be one of those. I'm always looking for dungeons, by the way, when it comes to deserts. I used to be really good at finding desert dungeons. Alright, So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the Silky Jewel. It's a modifier. It's really easy. If you've never used Tinker's Construct, all you have to do is put that into the tool forge with the item you want to modify, and it does it. That's it. So that might be something I want to do. Let's go. You know what? Let's go check out the last. Oh god, this is gonna be such a long swim. The last village that I know about. There was a enemy that had spawned way over there. I wonder if that's just a cave or something. So we need to go that direction. And hopefully we can get there soonish. Hopefully I don't have too much in terms of swimming to do. So depending on how you angle the slime sling, depends on how you fly, whether you get more height or whether you bounce a little bit more. So this is the thing that we found last time, the desert temple. So let's wow, I went through the water. Cool. So just over this path is, I think, where we need to go. God, you get so much speed. And here is the village that I had found last time-ish. And there is a guy right here. You want 36 paper. Yeah, that's a pretty bad trade, unfortunately. But there is books. And a guy in here. So if we get like 80 books, that'd be awesome, but we're not going to. 35. Yeah, we have 21 books. That's 2 more emeralds. So if we can get like... maybe go find a bunch of cows, kill a bunch of cows. What are these villagers? A red priest. I've never seen those before. I didn't mean to use that. Wrench. Okay. So those guys are interesting. There's another one. He also will give you a wrench. And the arborist. I didn't find any, oh, what are they called? The dudes that do the thing. Farmers, which is what I was hoping for. So I think, oh hey, here's more books. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to get this Silky Jewel. I'm going to use said Silky Jewel to modify our hammer. And with that modified hammer, I'm going to get a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go mine for a bit. And yeah, call it a day. Next time, we are going to continue on with our calculator. We're going to try to get a little bit farther into a couple of different things. Specifically, we're going to be looking at trying to get more power gen, RF power gen, and I would like to start working towards well, something that's going to be a while. I want to get to the Ender Age. This is the thing that I want, but it's going to require quite a bit of stuff before we can get there. So, are you also a red priest? Hey. I think I might have already talked to you. There's a lot of those guys here. So I'm going to explore around a little bit and kind of try to get some more emeralds and mine and all that fun stuff. And yeah, like I said, next time we'll do some more work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!